So right now, AMC is going crazy. Just a few days ago, they was down to $21, and now they are all the way up to $29. The main reason is because of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is completely breaking records in the month of December with sales. Now, I had no idea that their CEO was this dope, this smart, and this transparent, but I'm going to show you guys a video why I absolutely like him and why I think it's a good idea. You might need to invest in AMC for the long haul.
Thursday to Sunday, we just blew all of the post-pandemic records. 7 million people came to our theaters between Thursday and Sunday, mostly to watch the new Spider-Man No Way Home movie. These were records. We set a new record Thursday, a new record again on Friday, a new record again on Saturday. Just to put 7 million guests in a weekend in perspective, we didn't do 7 million tickets in the entire first quarter of 2021. And that tells me that movie going at cinemas is back.
Now, Adam, one thing is certain. You have survived incredibly well. Can you tell me what your competitors are doing right here?
Well, look, my job's not to run my competitors. It's to run AMC. And what we did, starting in April of 2020, when the pandemic forced us to close all 1,000 of our theaters worldwide in a week, and we lost 99.9% of our revenues in a week, we started raising money. And between equity that we raised and debt that we raised and concessions that we got from our lenders and our landlords and even our employees sacrificed, I furloughed myself back in 2020. AMC raised more than $5 billion. And it was the raising of that cash that put us in a position in your history.
Now, I don't want to leave some of our more critical viewers hanging. It is true that you and your family have sold a great deal of stock at higher levels. But also, I think that you made that very clear that you would do that. Can you just go over what you did and what else you have?
Sure, I'm happy to, because I think I've been more transparent with the market on this subject than just about any human being alive. When I haven't sold an AMC share in the 6 years that I've run the company, even though it's more than 60% of my annual compensation. I did say back in August, when I didn't have to legally, that I was approaching my 67th birthday. I hate to admit it, but it's true. In September, and prudent estate planning means I need to diversify my assets a little bit, but I gave the market months and months of notice. I told people I was going to be selling some stock at the end of the year. I put it in a 10b5-1 plan, which means that all the trading decisions were taken out of my hands. I said I would spread the sales over several months so no one could accuse me of gaming the market. I actually sold some shares at prices below where it's trading right now this morning. But look, the important thing is when this is all done, I'm still going to own or have been granted more than 2 million AMC shares. I have an enormous stake in this company's future. I am very committed to lead this company. I'm very committed to its future. And I actually think that future is quite bright.
All right. Well, tell me why you believe it's quite bright, Adam, because, there are plenty who believe you've done a great job stewarding this company through an unprecedented period. And to your point, have raised sufficient funds to be able to navigate through it. But they still wonder about how profitable this company can ever be, given your debt load, given how many shares additionally you have outstanding at this point as well, on a per share basis, certainly. And just, what seems to be, at least broadly speaking, an unwillingness of some people to go to the movies in a regular way, pandemic or no.
Well, David, look, those are all very, very good questions. But on this unwillingness to go to the movies, 7 million people went this weekend. And it was a record for us. And it was a record on Thursday. It was a record on Friday again. We broke the Thursday record. On Saturday, we broke the Friday record. It turns out Spider-Man No Way Home has the third biggest opening weekend in the history of cinema. They're going to theaters. Now, what we need for AMC to come back as the AMC that we all knew pre-pandemic, we need two things. Number one, we need to get through the pandemic. And we are making good progress. 70% of the U.S. population has had at least one vaccination so far. Beyond that, though, we need new movies to be released. And what this weekend proves, is that when Hollywood gives us good movies, we fill our theaters.
Right.
And what we haven't had since March of 2020 is a lot of movies. But in this October, when 4 different movies led the way in October, we had very strong attendance. In December, when there are lots of new movies out, we're doing fine. When we look at the movies that are coming, the second reason why I'm bullish, and here's the mistake that I think a lot of analysts are making. They're just looking at what AMC was as a company pre-pandemic and assuming the best thing that we can do is bring that company back. We're going to do much more of that than that at AMC. We intend to transform our company. We intend to do more than just bring back the old AMC. So we've already announced, for example, dabbling with cryptocurrency. We've already announced our participation with 3 NFTs, which I think will have a distribution of about 700,000 or so NFTs. We've announced we're going into the $6 billion home popcorn market. And those are just some of the ideas that we have.
So message to all the AMC apes. I honestly think AMC might be a great long-term buy. So remind you, I already bought AMC. I just never sold it. Wish I sold it when it got to its high. But by listening to the CEO, I didn't know he was going to be this transparent. I didn't know he had this type of energy. He's optimistic. And you guys got to think, cryptocurrency. Crypto is all going to bring everything together. And they already started accepting crypto to buy movies. I didn't even know that existed until I watched that. And I did some research and I went to go buy a ticket. Now they have it only through PayPal. So I guess PayPal have a crypto situation that I'm not all the way hip to. But you can actually buy tickets through cryptocurrency. And they are getting into the NFT world. So that would be great. Now, with the CEO on this one, if Hollywood start producing more big blockbuster movies, instead of putting them only on Netflix only, you see the number. Sales can be there if you produce a good quality movie. The only thing Hollywood been scared lately, because they don't want to put all this money into a movie and it end up flopping because we have a new variant or something. So my advice, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just Black Brother giving y'all some game. My advice with this new variant going crazy, AMC is going to fall even more. While it's dipping, while it's under $25, I think it's a great buy for the long term, because we know movie theaters is not going to go nowhere. If AMC was able to ride this wave and still survive with people watching everything from their phone now, but in real life, people still like to take their kids out to the movies. They like the movie experience. We know everything will go back once we get out of the pandemic and things go back to normal. This is probably a good long-term hold. But when it's in red, I say slowly start buying. Buy a share at a time and just build your position. And you never know, the apes might do a short squeeze again. But that is for another video. I want to know in the comments, what are y'all thoughts about the CEO? What's your thoughts about them doing NFTs, being able to buy crypto? If you already bought a movie ticket with crypto, let us know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm Lando Sess, and I'm out.